Hey guys, for today's adventure we're back out at Simonsen Rd BLM lands just about 25 minutes southwest of Eugene. I was out here and made a video a few months back when it was dry, but now it's been raining and things are a little bit more sloppy and fun out here. If you follow along with me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll already know that I've been working on my DIY awning for the CRV. I'm hoping to test that out today as well as play around in some of the mud along the way. It was really fogged over in the valley today, so I'm hoping I can get up to a high enough elevation and get above the clouds and set up my kind of mock camp setup up there and have a nice view. I'd traveled along for only about 20 minutes before I hit my first roadblock. We had a small windstorm earlier this week, so I was expecting this to be a possibility. I broke out my folding handsaw and made quick work of the tree and was back on my way towards finding a good spot to set up camp. It's the middle of the week and this area isn't active with logging right now, so I'm not expecting to see much traffic. I'm running with my yellow light pods on though, just to give others that may be out here a heads up that I'm coming. These yellow lights do a really good job of cutting through the fog layer and improving my visibility. I'll have to upload a video of night driving sometime so you guys can check out and see how they do. After getting some more elevation, I was able to find a landing out in the open with a nice view. I've been out here on a clear day when you can see the peaks of the Cascades, but most of the view is still obscured by the low-laying cloud cover today. This will be the perfect spot to set up my mock campsite. I wish I had the time to spend out here tonight, but I just had the afternoon off, so I rushed out to the closest forest I could find where I could test out my new gear. As you can see, the awning folds out of the main support tube, and then I attach my 10x10 rainfly and adjust the support poles and guy lines. This design can be modified to accommodate incoming bad weather as well. I would slant the rainfly away from the car and use more guy lines if I was expecting rain. This is more of a sunshade type setup style. I also popped up my backpacking tent and two awesome folding chairs to complete my campsite. In all, setup took me just over 20 minutes from start to finish. I broke out my small drone again and was able to capture some pretty cool footage of an overview of my campsite. It wasn't anything too impressive, but for on the fly and pulling up to a spot, it's not a bad camp. I'm really excited about the camping possibility that this awning gives me now. I can go to the beach and set up a shade, or I can go in the forest and be sheltered from the rain. It's a pretty nice device to have. I want to give a big thanks to Donald of @softroadingthewest on Instagram for the ideas and help with the plans for building this project. He was even kind enough to give me the extra outriggers from his project. Go check out his Instagram page and his YouTube page and see the cool adventures he gets himself into in his Subaru Forester. I'll put the links up for those pages in my bio in this video. I'm headed out from this area and onto a few more spots close by to do some more exploring. I know there has to be a few good-sized puddles out here somewhere. I'm really digging the misty fog patches scattered throughout the trails. It really adds a feeling of mystery out here. It's almost a little bit eerie being out here alone in it though. This is the type of driving that I love. Damp forests, muddy puddles, fresh mountain air. I find it really relaxing just to cruise the forest roads with no real goal in sight, other than just enjoying the surroundings and the views hidden around the next bend in the road. This area offered a small break from the hard-packed, well-maintained gravel roads of the Coast Range. I'll take any opportunity to play around in my CRV, big or small, just as long as it's not critically harming any of the surrounding nature or making a big mess of the roadway. I was enjoying testing out the vertical abilities of my rig here. It doesn't look like too much on the camera, but it sure felt like quite a bit of lean from the inside of the cab. The Simonsen Rd BLM area is much like any other coastal forest area in Oregon. You'll hit a patch of trees, then suddenly you're out in the open on a recently logged section. The clear cuts allow for some pretty cool views and breaks from the dense forested sections though. I really enjoy getting out there and just kind of seeing what's out to see and explore at the end. At the top of that last road, I noticed a small, well-overgrown logging road that didn't appear on my GPS. Of course, my curiosity was piqued and I started down it. A little brush whip doesn't hurt this beast. I'll probably regret it later, just a little bit, once the spring hits and I start detailing my car for shows though. I quickly noticed that despite being overgrown, something large had been through here recently due to all the broken branches I was seeing laying in the roadway. More and more trash started appearing, and then I came across this. I can't believe what some people will do. It's such a shame how much effort is going to be needed to clean this disaster up. I was a little bit sketched out and didn't want to investigate, so I quickly turned around and headed back towards the main road. On my way back, I had the pleasure of retracing my steps and hitting a few of the larger puddles I hit earlier. It's always fun making a big splash through these things. I feel that I did a pretty good job of accomplishing my goals for this short outing. I was able to set up and test out my new awning and camping gear for the first time. I got to splash around in the mud, and I caught enough cool footage to make this video. As always, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to my channel on Instagram to stay posted on my upcoming adventures.